It's the same, but different. Suproids, my name is Haley Hemorrhoid and I am the Drag Queen Gamer. Today I'm going to be giving you my review of Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. Slight spoiler warning, I'm going to be talking about the story a little bit, but I'm going to refrain from using footage of like the final boss fight and things like that, so kinda spoilers, kinda not, but let's start with the story. Here's a shock. Bowser kidnaps Peach. Woo fucking who.
Not this.
You can play as Mario, Luigi, Toad, Toadette, or Nabbit to save her. Basically, they got kicked out of her castle and she was locked inside. The Koopa Kids made a return in this game, which most people weren't too thrilled about, but I think I'm one of the few people that actually enjoys the Koopa Kids. Yes, it's cool seeing new bosses from time to time, but the Koopalings are just classic, you know? Let's move on to the presentation though. The graphics are very visually appealing. Though it is still just your run-of-the-mill new Super Mario Bros. Game, it looks great. We got some new power-ups, an acorn that lets you glide, as well as a crown for Toadette that turns her into Peachette, which has raised so many unanswered questions. What happens if a male Toad gets a crown? Does that mean that Peach used to be a Toad? What happens if I get a crown? Oh wait, I'm a drag queen. I clearly already used my power-up. There are some nice touches, like the Baby Yoshis sing with the music while you're carrying them, and this game is just well polished. All around, it looks great for a new Super Mario Bros. Game. But let's get on to the gameplay. The objective here is still same old same. Find the flagpole at the end and take down a castle every couple levels. There are toad houses that give you items, as well as some that also give you extra lives. There's also your random battle encounters with enemies in the overworld. You know the drill by now. One thing though is that you can only save the game by defeating a castle, which to me is just a very outdated method of gaming. With everything being autosave these days, the least they could do is let us save from the start menu whenever we want. That kind of shocked me that they're still using that. And even though it's a Wii U port and maybe they were still kind of doing that on the Wii U, like why would you not fix that in the Nintendo Switch version? The controls are about the same as any other new Super Mario Bros. Game. However, I must say the water controls are some of the best for any Mario game. Even better than like Mario Maker and stuff. I just felt like it was so easy to maneuver in a water level. And I used to be someone that hated water levels, but I didn't mind them in this game like I normally do. They made it a little more bearable. But yeah, you've got your typical random enemy fights in the overworld, some airships. Really, it's pretty much your standard Mario game, which is great, but I don't know, it just feels like we've seen this a lot. There's nothing new or exciting here, like back when the classics came out, like Super Mario World or even Super Mario Bros. 3, which would be fine. Just having a new Super Mario Bros. Game every couple years, or even just one per console, is probably a must. Everyone loves a good side-scroller Mario, especially when it's multiplayer, but anymore, it's almost like, what's the point? We have games now like Mario 3D World that adds the 3D twist to the classic Mario we know and love. It makes it so much more rejuvenating to play. I guess you could argue that some just enjoy a side-scroller Mario, but if that's the case, we have Mario Maker, which introduces some crazy new and thrilling levels. Even some of the developer levels make me wonder why we don't get these kinds of levels in our mainline Mario Bros. Games. As well as the ability to just play endlessly on other people's levels that they've made, and even creating your own. There's just so many more new and exciting ways to play Mario that I just don't think that Mario Bros. U is a game that I'll pick up very often. It definitely wasn't a bad game at all, don't get me wrong. But it just didn't keep me interested after playing these other Mario titles that we have now that kind of make it not as new and exciting as New Super Mario Bros. Used to once be. Like back when it first came out on the Nintendo DS and it was a huge hit back then. And then whenever they brought it to the Wii and added the multiplayer, huge. But now it's like we're just doing the same thing on different consoles and maybe changing out some of the playable characters, some new power-ups that really just kind of do the same thing as old power-ups but with a new spin. Like there's nothing making it new and exciting anymore other than just having another new Mario game on the newest console. Even just like the overworld in Super Mario World back in the day felt so nice. It felt like you were in an open world going from place to place even though you still had your level dots, and just something about this doesn't feel like it's designed to be as cool as what it once was. It just feels like they're putting out new Mario games and there's not much exciting things going on with them. I may revisit it once in a while, despite my relatively harsh review on it. It is a good game. It's just unfortunately not going to be anywhere near the top of my library compared to all the other great games that I have that I will want to replay yearly or every couple years or whatever. So I'm going to give this game my rating of it's good. But remember, just because I might not play it often doesn't mean you have to feel the same. Let me know in the comments what you think, as well as let me know if there's any games you would like to see me review next. Make sure your subscribing notifications are on. Support me on Patreon, please. I am an entertainer full-time and would love to add some support from this side of the YouTube world because I do have a cooking channel also that I get a lot of support from, and I'm just trying to... Yes. As low as $3 a month, you can join my Discord server, get exclusive videos, free merch, and so much more. Please check that out. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and I would like to give a special shout out to my super VIP patrons, Paul Ember, Lyndon Grillis, Brielle Barlow, McKenna Mess, Brian Hart, Amy Harless, Jason Sachs, and Dante Munoz. And if you would like a special shout out at the end of every video, just support me on Patreon and choose a super VIP or higher membership. And I will see you guys very soon.